Good morning from Connecticut, United States Hotel Resort. That's my morning prayer. And just because it's Sunday and I don't feel like cussing, which is very difficult when you support this football club of mine. Very difficult. That was the 23rd Psalms from Buju Banton and Morgan Heritage. Please do check them out if you have time. They're not paying me for this. And I will get copyright strikes for that, but I don't care. Just have to give thanks to the Most High with your whole heart's desire, yeah? So big up man like Kwaja, big up man like Latvian Gooner, big up to LFC 1982, big you up, my G. We're glad the algorithm found you today. We have plenty of love for Liverpool around these parts, so big you up. Back into the top four, you know. You see that KJSJ7, massive Liverpool fan, content creator, frequents these spaces. I told him the plug hasn't been pulled yet, but you still have a pulse. Yeah. Well, Liverpool back in the top four, trending in the right direction. I want to know where the man who is saying slot out. I don't know. And I'm not here to tell you how to feel about your manager, because no one in the spaces can tell us how to feel about ours. Because you all know how I feel about Arteta, but I'm curious to know, LFC, how you feeling about slot? Were you slot in, slot out, or don't care? Let us know how you feel, your thoughts, and contribute to the conversation that we have here daily on BBK Sports. My G, big you up. Big up to Kwaja. Big up to Hendo, the weatherman. Big you up. Hope you are good. 1-1. Yeah, I got it on in the background. I can see bits and pieces of it, but my focus is here because we have a massive midweek fixture against Unai the Boss. 8 Premier League wins in a row, 8 on the bounce. Unai doing his thing. Good day, good morning, good evening. That's loading. Big up to Mr. Pads. I think Sunderland have achieved very well on delivery. He has. I'm hearing that there's links between Guendouzi, Matteo Guendouzi going to, I think he coached him at Strasbourg or something, or coached him somewhere. Or they're supposed to be linking up, possibly in January, possibly in the summer. We'll see, but they've done well. They're definitely staying up to the point where I no longer refer to them as a newly promoted team out of respect of the staying power that they have shown in this Premier League. A long time ago. Holy Bible Show. Emery was cast in the Lions Den. Big up BBK. Big you up, man. DCL, 6 straight goals for Leeds. How is he scoring? You know? Is Daniel Farke getting it too? Is he like the remember when Daniel Farke came up with Timo Pukki like twice, and Pukki comes up to the Premier League and bags goals, and now he's getting a tune out of DCL. DCL did perform well once at Everton, though. I'm not sure if it was Marco Silva or it was when Carlo Ancelotti was there, but he did get an England call-up when he bagged like 18 Prem goals in one of those years. So he has this in him. Therefore, a shout for Coach of the Year. Yeah, he gets a shout. He gets a shout. You know, Pep is Pep. They're going to put Arteta's name in there because he spent 3 months at the top of the table. Since Liverpool fell off and we took over first, his name is going to be in there. Unai Emery has to get a shout. You know, Unai Emery has had to compete with the big boys, with PSR and FFP rules and all that. They had to sell Moussa Diaby, had to sell John Duran, operating with Rashford on loan, Sancho on loan, and he's getting a tune out of him. Speaking of Sancho, big up to Sancho. Big up to Jadon Sancho for showing the Chelsea version of Lamine Yamal and Esteval the levels yesterday. Did y'all see that, Meg? Sancho over on the right wing just toying with Esteval. I know y'all saw that. You know, the Chelsea, you know, see these Chelsea fans, you know. There is one called CFC Reaper. He frequents, whenever I'm on the catch up, he's in the chat talking shit. He's always over by Never a Foul, talking shit. Whenever I'm on Jody Dredge channel, he's over there talking shit. The day before we always play Chelsea, he comes over here, talks shit, and then he disappears. Now, Arsenal haven't been great this season, been far from it, but somehow we find ourselves 13 points clear of Chelsea. Now, if we have been shit, then you find yourself 13 points behind us. You pussy holes that are walking around on shows with sunglasses and belts, champion of the world belts, ought to be ashamed of your goddamn selves. Yeah, because Villa came to your ground and punched you up. R.I.P. to Bridget Bardo. Oh, she left us. 91. Wow, that's a full life, you know. I wish I can have a run like that. Big you up, man. Big up, Hendo. Appreciate that update. Big up to Gunnar SC. Hope you are good, my G. 4th in the league. Can't believe it. Can't believe it, as you should be first or 4th in the league. Like you were bottom half of the table on negative goal difference at one point, and Onslaught has turned it around, and you're like, maybe I went too early. Excuse me, people. Have a little bit of snicker. I'm in a gem factory. I'm in a resort. Lots of kids, lots of people, close proximity. Everybody coughing and sneezing, so I done caught the shit. So I apologize if you hear me snickering throughout the stream. I'm draining. But big up to UD. Hope you're good, bro. We got to get some work done. As soon as I get back to the West Coast, as soon as I get back to my office in about 11 days or so, we will get some work done. But as of now, BBK Sports is on the road, and I greatly do appreciate all of you all checking in to help me get through this holiday season and navigate this footballing landscape from hotel rooms and dodgy Wi-Fi's at the in-laws and all that stuff. But big up. It's Keith Andrews at Brentford. Did an amazing job considering Brentford sold Tony, Wissa, Bremer, and Norgard. Now, big up Endo for this comment. Yeah, big up for this comment. Because here's the thing. You list those names on the screen, but let's put some context to that name, to those names. And they also lost their manager. They lost their manager to Tottenham, right? They lost Tony, 20-goal a season scorer. They lost Wissa, 20-goal a season scorer, and Buemo, 20-goal a season scorer, and Norgard, their captain. Now, you name me a team that can lose their coach, their captain, 3 20-goal a season score. I'm going to admit I got this completely wrong. I had picked Brentford to go down. Full disclaimer, fully owning it, because they lost their coach, 2 20-goal a season striker to United and Newcastle respectively, and their captain to Arsenal. I thought that would be too much for any team to survive. And they have survived it. And they put, 4 past Bournemouth yesterday? They put 3 past United. And this is Keith Andrews, a set-piece coach. Scotsman. Wicked shout, Hendo. Wicked shout. And LFC agrees. LFC, are you Anfield the Red that just changed your name? If you are, let us know. Because the Jota thing looks familiar. Big up to Binks, the first lady of the spaces. I hope you are well. Let us know what your thoughts are on yesterday's game, because I'm pretty sure you were in the chat when, the legendary Shane and Views went live to discuss their post-match. But I don't know how you feel about how we performed yesterday. Are you just cool with the 3 points, or, you're mad with the performance like the rest of us are? I think Debris has been a surprise package. Yeah, he's been. Yeah, I mean, they punt Newcastle, the Townware derby. They held their own. They held their own against us. They went to Stamford Bridge and beat Chelsea. They went to Anfield and got a point. Almost won the game. They've done well. They're gonna put his name in there. They will. Best defense in the Prem. Best defense in the Prem. Top of the league for 3 months. His name is gonna be up there. Without the pressure. And DCL goes for some excellent build-up play by Leeds, swift passing, switches from side to side, move the ball quickly. I always say, we say this in NFL football, in regular football, in basketball, there's no defense for the perfect pass. As good as our defense is, Gabriel Saliba, Timber, and whoever is at left back, we can be played through. When the passes are crisp, the passes are on point, or they're deliberate and with intent, you can't be beat because the ball is faster than every man. This is what we complain about with our team, right? Our buildup is slow. And our buildup is slow because we make too many lateral passes, too many back passes in the name of retaining possession. Don't like it. Mr. Passer BBK, I believe DCL has scored in 6 straight games. He's in top form. Top form. Now, the question is, does he get a call-up? If he continues this form, he must, isn't it? Now, Ollie Watkins sees that his spot is under threat. He comes on in the 58th minute yesterday and bags a brace to keep his team within 3 points of Arsenal in the top 3. Because Harry Kane is starting. We know that. That's not up for debate. If he fits, 80% Harry Kane starts over every striker in England. But that's second and third striker spot. Ollie Watkins, DCL. His name is in the hat. He has forced himself in there, right? If Calvin Phillips can be a mainstay in the England squad, playing midfield for Leeds, he keeps his scoring. He must. Arteta is making his own fans sweat and struggle to the last day of the league, putting you all through the ringer. He's putting them through the ringer, LFC, because you know how we feel about him over here. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be in the job. He is lucky to be here, right? Now, his lawyers, right, you know, the Positive Dans of the world, the Capes, the Christians, the Ties, you know, they put just a little bit of benign criticism in there to make it seem like they're fair and balanced. But in the end of their sentence, when you put accountability to him and you ask him, if he doesn't win, will you sack him? They want to add more context, which is pretty much them answering the question without answering it. You know, they like him more than they like the damn club. Big up to Hendo again. So I can guarantee that Odegaard won't be getting man of the match in the Villa match on Tuesday. And now, speaking of which, Villa match on Tuesday. Matter of fact, we'll get into that in a bit, Hendo. We'll get through some of the more of these comments because we will speak on the Villa match on Tuesday on what lineup he should go with, or what we think he's going to go with, based on Calafiori's injury, based on Skelly performances at left back, and based on Timber's availability and Gabriel lack of match fitness. Leeds are destroying Sunderland in the second half. Yeah, I'm peeping at it. Right now, I got the 80th minute, 81st minute in the corner of my eye, so pardon me if you see me look away. We are top of the league. So we are going to bottle the league. I have every faith. At this point, it's a surprise if we don't bottle it, right? Like, no one is expecting us to win the league except for the Arteta. You know what I mean? Because we've seen him not do it. We've seen him bottle the lead. So him bottling the lead is the norm. So we would be surprised if he does the exception, which is actually winning it. Imagine Emery pipping Arteta to the title. What then? Then the argument is dead. I mean, there's still an argument going around who's the better manager, Emery or Arteta. My position is they both have their flaws. However, Emery's CV is bigger and better. And Emery is a proven manager that he can win, albeit cups. Now, Emery does have a blemish on his record. That debacle he did at PSG versus Barcelona, it's bad. But it's not as bad as you pissing away 3 straight league titles. Because I do believe if we kept Unai Emery and backed him to the hills like we did Arteta, we would have won one of those league titles. We would have won one of those Europa Leagues. We would have won one of these FA Cups. We wouldn't have been punched up the way we have in a semi-final at St. James's Park in the Emirates in the EFL Cup. I don't think. Is it the Villa game where the crumble begins? It feels like it. Redemption, because it's happened in the run-in in the 2023-2024 season. It happened. They came to the Emirates and beat us 2-0. I remember that game vividly. It is the game where he brought Kai Havertz back into the midfield while he had a fully fit Thomas Partey at the bench, and Leon Bailey scored. They beat us, and that cost us the league title. We win that game, we win the Premier League. But he overthought it, like his boss, Pep. like in the Champions League final in Porto in 2021 versus Chelsea, when Rodri was an unused sub in the Champions League final. Was that a big game? Hello. That was Pep's probably his biggest blunder of his coaching career, you know. Ballon d'Or Rodri. Man went on to win a Ballon d'Or 2 years later in the Champions League final. He's an unused sub. Come on now. Join the club. The sniffles too, yeah. Picked up from the occasional socializing. And yeah, man, the shaking of the hands and the rubbing of the nose. And it's just close proximity. My nephews and my son, they're sleeping right here. That's why I'm speaking kind of low. But they're here. They're in and out the arcade. They're having the time of their lives. And I'm enjoying my time vicariously through them, because I have missed spending time with family. Big up Brentford above Spurs too. Brentford. Man. Big up to G Wills, my Jenna. So Arsenal's wingers' first thought is definitely not to look for the striker. It's head down, try to beat 15 ups, and fire into the stands, and Arteta is okay with this. My only problem with Gyok is that weak shot. Fair. I was just watching that compilation. It's all over YouTube now. It's all over Instagram, Shorts, everywhere. Shorts, YouTube, Facebook, it's everywhere. Of the Trossard cut back. Bro, pass the ball, man. If you are Gyökeres, you are as confused as a fresh fox in a forest fire. When is the ball gonna come? Man, chopping back, he was confusing the Brentford players, but man was confusing his own teammates. Saka had a chance to play him through many, many times and didn't. You know, like that. Big up my father. My dad is in the chat. Listen to me talk about football, and he has no idea what I'm talking about, but he's here supporting the channel. Love you, Pops. Big you up. See you tomorrow. I thought we were coming back today, but the kids wanted another day at the resort, so we're spending one more day, and we'll be back in Brooklyn tomorrow. Big you up. Big fan of that right back, Coyote at Brentford. I believe he's a right back that would be very good for a club like Man United, for instance. Well, he can't come to Arsenal, but Arteta would love him. You know why? Long throws. Arteta would move Timber to left back, play him at right back, and have him on the pitch just for those long throws, because he is a monster at those long throws. And Thiago and Sade, great recruitment by Brentford without breaking the bank. Shrewd. Let's be real, says the Latvian Guna. Sunderland are only this good because of Xhaka. You know what? I am glad that I know Mr. Robo on a sarcastic level, because I would read this comment and it would absolutely draw me out, absolutely trigger me. Sunderland are only good because of Xhaka. And who coached Xhaka? Of course, the GOAT, the best looking one, the Lord and Savior, Mikel Arteta. Mad. Yeah. Coached him so much that he had to go to Leverkusen and win a trophy. I think our luck, Binks, big up for responding. I think our luck is beginning to run out shortly. Not sustainable. Do you see Igal talking to Dan after the game outside the Emirates? Joker. I know. I haven't seen it, and I will not see it. Igal doesn't know football. I'm sure Igal is a nice guy, a nice person, wonderful father, all that shit. I don't know. His football and opinions are shit. So I don't go to him for football. I've played enough football. I've played football for 35 years. Think I know enough of him? That motherfucker. I don't go to him for footballing takes. You know. And the 30,000 people who follow him for footballing takes needs to be slapped. Coyote is a Pep player. He will always buy that one informed player from every side in the Premier League. Yeah. Kind of like how Fergie did it perfectly for so long, innit? I take Coyote as Ben White replacement, I think. Fair? Sad, though. The Ben White story is a sad one. Because Super Duper Mick played him for 3 months while he needed surgery. And we're seeing the effects of that. We're seeing the fallout of Benjamin White looking a complete shadow of himself. Because between 2022 and 2024, Benny Blanco's name was up there as one of the best right backs in the league. No cap. He was. Very well run club. I think Keith Andrews has slotted in with them looking any worse, and Buemo Wissa leave and Thiago comes in, and they still look good. Like they haven't missed a beat. There have been unprecedented circumstances, lots of injuries, PGMOL. We have been very unlucky. And don't forget the air in the ball and that. The air in the ball and all them something there. I read that Spurs are interested in Shad now. They'll pay some money for him. Egal is a clown, a court jester. I watched Dan's post-match video, and then when Egal came on, I switched off. First time I've seen him at the Emirates in a post-match, I could only stomach 30 seconds of myself. Big up to my brother Waffle Don. Listen, people, if you have not and you need your AFCON fix, take your ass over to Waffle Don TV and go get some AFCON in your life. Because my brother is putting in some serious hours with the AFCON. I'm not up on it right now, but you know, I'm definitely gonna get my AFCON fix here shortly. Big up to Social. What up, chat? What you telling me, Social? You good, yeah? Will it be a shit league if Arsenal did what we did last year? Nah, we won't win the league by 10 clear points, which is what you did last year. You know? I think you won the league on 84 points because we were that shit, only mustering up 74 points. I think this year you need between 85 and 90 points possibly to win the league. Going to build up to the game on Tuesday and what we think the lineup is going to be, my guy. But I'm going through the comments but yeah, I'm getting to that in a second. But big you up, appreciate you. The AS Mr. Type BBK is quite nice. Big up, man. Big up to Mateo in the building. Real bad man. Mr. Paz, Arteta won't do a press conference tomorrow for the Villa game. I am instead hearing some of the top gooners on X saying that Timber was arrested as a precaution. But I hear him say in the Haters TV interview that he landed awkwardly, and it's unfortunate. So which is it? Right? But there is so much ambiguity there for us to call him out and be like, you know, he's lying. How do we know Arteta's lying? His lips are moving. I don't trust him. Most of the times we know that he is full of shit, you know? And if, say, Timber is out, what do we do? Legitimate question. Because if Timber is not Timber's level, don't play him. If he's hurt, don't play him. Oh, let me rephrase. If he is injured, do not play him. Players play hurt, right? Feel a little niggle here, I can play through it. But if he is injured, do not play him. Okay, so say Timber is injured. Benjamin White is injured. Mascara is injured. That's all the players that he's played at right back this year. Injured. So he's killed all our right backs. He's already killed our right winger with 2 hamstring injuries, one that required surgery, fall off the bone and shit. Right? And he's killed our right wing. He's killed our right backs. What do we do now? Because now we have our most important player playing there, which is what concerns me. Yes, I do believe that. Our most important player right now is lining up at right back, where he's having to do more running on top of the running that he was doing in the midfield. Furthermore, what we have done by moving Declan Rice out of our midfield is that we've weakened it. When have we seen Mikel do this before, people? Take your best performing midfielder and play him at right back. Have we seen that before? Hello. We see the patterns here. How many times last year we seen him take our best performing midfielder in Thomas Partey and play him at right back? And I don't have the stat in front of me, but I don't think we won very many of those games. Matter of fact, I think Brother View said we lost more of them than we did. So what the hell is going on? It's not a question of if we bought the league, it's just a question of when we do. And Villa on Tuesday could be the catalyst to us capitulating. It could be. And anyone who said they don't have any concerns about the Villa game or just on dopamine, Big up social. Arsenal bottle in the print is inevitable as the Titanic is sinking after striking that iceberg. Emery wanted to sell soccer for 20-year hero Zaha, not interested in he ain't the guy. Move on. Did it? I know he wanted Zaha and they gave him Pepe. I'm not sure he wanted to sell Saka because he's the one who brought Saka through as a left back, you know. But I do think with all things being equal, say Emery stayed, we gave him this amount of time and the same amount of money. Do believe that we don't lose all three of those league titles, or we don't lose all three of those Europa Leagues. Right? He came to the Emirates and knocked us out the Europa League with Villarreal. You know, Emery getting the best out of ordinary players. Stop coaching. Pep can fumble. He has credit in the back. Mikel's on fraud watch. Mikel is the fraud. If you win a cup, do you think he survives another year in the job? 100%. 100%. If he wins a cup. But for me personally, redemption 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. For me, a domestic cup double, I'm shutting up. Quiet. I've said that on many occasions. I can't be a hypocrite and run away from it now. From no trophies to leaving the party with 2, yes, I'll be disappointed that we haven't won the Premier League. Yes, I'll be disappointed that we still haven't lifted the champs. But I'm still leaving the party with both domestic cups. He gets another year from me, not another 5. Yeah? I can see Spurs pulling the plug on Frank. Should Palace beat Spurs today? Damn. Arteta thinks he's Yellowman and Sizzler, but in reality, he's not even Snow. He's a herb, as they say in New York City. Twang. Yeah, big up Latvia, man. Big you up, my G. It's the new players versus the old players. The system is heavily set up for Odegaard and Saka. I don't understand why the striker is there to platform wingers who are not clinical and further away from the goal. They work on something. They go out there and try to execute it. Whether they're executing it perfectly or not remains to be seen because we're not privy to that information of what they go over in their pre-game meetings. However, the fact that we are somehow still on top of the league in spite of the shit football that we're seeing may or may not force some of these players to buy in because top of the league is where you want to be. Now, we might not believe that it's sustainable, but if they do and they think they can win the league this way, fine, but they must. They must. Because you, the players, you, the professional players, can't be wrong and all the fans, especially the fans on this side of the fence, are right. You're supposed to know more about football than we do. Emery isn't even thinking about winning the league, so no extra pressure on his players. Rebecca Lowe and some of the media yesterday tried their best to draw him out to say that he is in a title race. They tried their best to put the pressure on him, and should. LFC, should they turn up to the Emirates and turn us over on Tuesday, then he can't avoid it anymore because then we'll be level on points. And if Arsenal are in a title race, you're in a title race. 19 games played, that's a big enough sample size. 19 games, big enough sample size for you to make a judgment. You're halfway through and you're level on points with the favorites to win the Premier League, right? And then City, I think, have Sunderland. So let's say City draw that game. Arsenal will be top, but then Villa would have leapfrog Man City. And if the team at the top of the league and the team below him are in a title race, then he won't be able to avoid it. Big up to 23 of you all locked in. Seems like the YouTube purge is back. So make sure that we are hitting like buttons if you like the content that you're getting. And I also want to ask the chat, what kind of content do you all consume other than, BBK Sports and the Shane Gooner and the views? When I'm not on, what are you men watching? I'm nosy like that. Need to know. I know most of us consume Latvian Gooner and the other legends that stream, but I'm curious to know what else. Brentford have luxury teams attack. The amount of goals they score in the counter is crazy. So much space we will never see. And that's true. That's 100%. I can never disappoint. People who say that that's not a thing don't know football. Don't. Right? Because a team like even Eze, when he was at Crystal Palace averaged, but like I want to say 42 to 45% possession. So yeah, acres of space to run into when the ball is turned over. However, if you have the requisite skills when you can play football and move the ball quickly, then you go into a system where you expect the coach who's making 15.6 million a year to create a system for you to thrive in. But low blocks are a thing. But you would listen to space and low blocks and you think it just came about since Mikel has been at Arsenal. Wenger placed a low block for 20 years. Pep has been facing low blocks since he's been in the Prem. The only top coach that I know of to complain about low blocks is Jurgen Klopp. Him. He was the only one. He complained about low blocks every time he lost the game. Whenever they won, he never said shit. But I remember when Simeone beat him in the Champions League, he complained about, oh, I can't believe that's a horrible way to play football. Man, shut the fuck up. Low blocks have been in existence for time. Big up to Shane, the legend, the Gooner. Low blocks have been around for time, right? So I get it. It's a problem. You get paid to solve it. Solve it. You should have. How many Spurs managers have been sacked and how many Arteta? Brother, how many? Just take out the Spurs managers. The amount of, I'd love to hear that stat. I might have to go look that up on ChatGPT. Since December of 2019, how many managers have come and gone while Mikel is still here? You know, I know at least 3 of them have gone and come since Man United, right? Ole, Ten Hag, even Carrick coached a game or two. And now it's Amorim, who could have been sacked. Could have. Right? Immense pressure. Didn't win back-to-back games for like a whole season. He could have been sacked. He got don't play football. He can't top ball to me. Most of it, the XG merchants don't play football. No knowledge of nuance. And this is why social. If you bring it down to tactics and football, they'll move the conversation. They'll rage quit. They'll do it. It's easy, you know, like me, right? As a trained professional in said profession, right? If I talk to someone for 5 minutes, I can tell the level of knowledge they have or the amount of training they have. Matter of fact, I don't even need to talk to you. If I take you to a range and I hand you a rifle or a pistol, the moment you pick it up, I can tell the level of training that you have. When you've consumed football for 35 years and you've played it for as long as I have, the minute I hear that man open their mouth, I know they don't know jack shit about football. That's why it annoys me that when these men go on that roundabout show, Kenny Ken is sitting there for 45 minutes and don't get a word in. Egal and D speaks for fucking 80% of the time. And they should be listening and could learn something. You know, this XG shit, like football is played on paper, my friend. Football isn't played on paper or on a calculator. It's played on the goddamn pitch. XG, fuck all that. XG is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard of. Right? The XG. Did that chance fall on the second minute? Did he fall on the 92nd minute? Was the field slippery? Was the opponent, was it 10 men? Were you playing against 11 men? The team were you playing against, were they facing relegation? Were they not? The goalie that you were clean through on, was it Alisson? Was it Courtois? Was it Andre Onana? These things affect strikers. But XG can't measure what they can't measure that. EGL ain't like us, proper fans who use our brains like sponges and soak up the histories. We need the good, brother. You had to watch the football. And if you don't know something about football, it's okay to say that you don't know. Because I get asked questions on here plenty of times. If I don't know, I don't pretend like I do. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. I don't know that what you're asking me. But I'll get back to you. The reason why I want York as a players today, because it brings long-awaited change. Last 6 years, we brought nothing. I'm good for trying something new. First 10 games showed me the change we needed 100%. And they need to be. You need to be. These chicks are evil, man. You know it. I know you know. And we know that you know. We could have Lamine Yamal, Rodrigo, Vinicius, and we will still fail to get across the line as Arteta won't utilize them in the best of out of them. He won't. You could give this man prime everyone, and he would make us look pragmatic. Maybe he wants to go down as a great defensive coach. Maybe. But if you want to go down as a great defensive coach, my friend, you're at the wrong club. Probably should have went to Chelsea. Big up to my bro, the legend that is Shane the Gooner, man. Big him up. I'm pretty sure everyone in here is sub to Shane the Gooner. Hey, that's a good way to do it, man. That's why you're pulling all them chicks. Hey, hey. I consume content where the creator isn't begging for a like and a subscribe during the video. People will like and subscribe if the content is good enough. Why do YouTubers constantly remind people? I get that it can be jarring and it can be annoying, but the thing is, yeah, most of us want the communities to grow and we want to have a bigger, broader conversations, right? And it was likes from someone else, that allowed the algorithm to find you. Just film. I'm just gonna say just film. My eyes are so bad and my screen is blurry because of the hotel. So, but just film, just filming really. So, but big you up, man. Yeah, yeah. But I guess it can be annoying. But yeah, if I get what you're saying, but it does help the channel, like Wahaha says. More people watch and hit the like button when. But why can't YouTubers just do their shows instead of sounding like robots? It's like commercials, isn't it? Hey, do the promo. Yeah. But I don't do talking points. I don't have notes. That's why I can take the show on the road and still do content. And there are people who can't speak football by themselves. Right? They need a panel. There are many guys who they know the game to an extent. They love the game, but they have to be on panels. So it can be like car crash TV. This person makes a point, this person disagrees, and then But to be able to sit down and deliver 45 minutes to an hour of pure football with no notes, no panel, just you and the audience, especially this chat, right? Because this chat holds me accountable on a daily basis. Wahaha, the assembled, AFC always, Godfrey. Whenever I say something out of term, these men are quick, to make sure that, hey, BBK, that wasn't really correct. Here are the facts. And they can tell you the truth. Yeah. But big you up, man. Where are we at? Social say the low blocks is standard in football. It's not a talking point. That's like saying X team runs a lot. No shit, it's part of football. Yeah. Like this idea that I'm supposed to just come out and just play open, honest football when you're Pep Guardiola and you're state sponsored, right? And you have Marmouche on the bench where you can run my guys to tired and you can bring on another 90 million pound player. No. Because this idea that low blocks can be entertaining. Like Leicester won the league playing counter-attacking football. Matter of fact, Chelsea won the league in 2017 playing counter-attacking football. That 3-5-2 with Victor Moses and I think it was Alonso was the other wing back. Like counter-attacking football can be very entertaining because if you are a good counter-attacking team, whenever you turn teams over, you create a clear-cut chance or at least get a shot on target. And that gets people off their seats. I've got 10,000 plus subs and I haven't asked a single person to like and subscribe. Matter of fact, I will big you up, my G. I'll make sure I go subscribe to your channel as soon as I end this stream. If I had my home set up, if I was in my studio right now where I had my monitor extended, I'll do it from my other screen. But big up, man. 10,000, that's a massive accomplishment. So round of applause for you for hitting 10,000K subs. If I can find my applause button. Yeah, man, that's a massive accomplishment that most YouTube channels don't get to. But yeah, to each his own. It's hella annoying to me if there's too much begging. Yeah, it can be. It can be. And the thing is, another reason why this community is goated is because the mods do it for me. And I don't even ask them to do it. Right? When the mods are in here, you see the wrenches, they can testify. I've never come in here and say, hey, mods, make sure that you're like, no. The mods do that for me. So big them up. Some of the best mods out in the business. Man, BBK, I needed more advice. I sent her 2-3 small replies on Friday and delivered. I should nah. Don't unsend them. Just let them stay there, man. When she finished texting the other dude, she'll get back to you. Mr. Beast is raking in millions. Other content creators that do this have a full-time job. Different story. Fair, yeah. And the thing is, I'm retired now. You know, I'll never do YouTube as a full-time job. I'll do more YouTube now that I have no army obligations to do. But I never understand that this would be I really love football and I have something to say about the game and I like football dialogue, which is why I'm on vacation and I'm still able to, make time to consume content or to make content. It's fun. Spurs have sacked Poch, Conte, Mourinho, and Ange in 6 years, and Arteta has still been their manager. It's long. It's long. I watched Curtis Shaw off of BBK Gunas Therapy, Shane Guna Turkish, a few rivals, LB a good city creator, and yeah, LB, I think LB does too much at times though. Like LB, like brother, you're a City fan. You got like what 16,000. For a City creator, he does too much Arsenal content for me. I don't know any Arsenal content creator who does City content, but he is one of them. Him, Matisse, well, Saeed is just different, isn't it? But too many of them, man, does Arsenal only content, which I don't get it. Right? We're a little old Arsenal in your big old City. Big up to Bro Views. Hope you're good, my G. And Ketty and Holland have him same XG copy and paste scenario as well. Jesus Christ. You can't with these men, What annoys me with these guys with the bar charts and graph having 100K subs and goofies listen to them as gospel and don't even pay 6.5 aside. I'm telling you can have like if you're a pilot, if you're an airline pilot and you meet a stranger and they say they're an airline pilot, you don't need to see the credentials. You ask them 3 key questions and you will know immediately right off the back if they're fly or not. In any profession. So if you speak football at a certain level, a certain fluent level, right? You speak football copiously and you speak it fluently. You can't be tricked by the XGs and the numbers and the bar graphs and none of that dumb shit. Don't unsend anything. Yeah, constantly, brother. She is, yeah. When she finished, like women do not avoid men that they're crazy about. That's an opinion, but it's based in a lot of data. If they are crazy about you, they make time, brother. You think if an NBA player or a football player sends them a message, he's gonna go unread for 4 or 5 days? Nah, brother. They're responding immediately, constantly. They bathe with their phones. They shit with their phones. Crafty. They can read your message, but make it better. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. I'm a little slow. Eyes are bad. I'm an old man, but big you up. Big you up. Nobody knows who will score in our games because we have no attack schemes. Other than what pass the soccer, cross, inshallah. Yeah. Cut back, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Right? Our highest scorer is the guy that everyone is maligning right now. Gyökeres, 5 goals, our highest scorer. The 20 goal of the season. Now, I had backed Gyökeres to bang 18 to 22 goals this season. 18 to 22. That was the window that I was backing him to back. But I was expecting us to play to the strength that he showed us how he scores his goals, which means Eze and Odegaard or Eze and Ethan. Like he needs 2 attacking players. He needs 2 10s. But the way Arteta has set up his system, he has to play Zubimendi and Rice. The fact that he started Zubimendi and Rice against Wolves at home tells me that he will never sit one of them and play attacking football. Because if there was ever a chance for you to only need 1 DM, is to play against a team that only has 2 damn points. I don't know how long he's going to go on with this experiment. I don't know how big of a sample size he needs to see that it isn't working. But because we're still winning games and we still somehow are maintaining our first place position, it's very difficult for anyone to convince him because he can turn around and say, I'm in first place, which is where we want. It's the first place is the only position in the league table that can satisfy us this season. Or me, or people with standards. a second place finisher, third place finisher, and some of these men still want him to stay. You know, I watch other sports here and there. I do like African King a lot, apart from the ones you have mentioned, Chill Vigilantes gaming streams. Do watch one chick stream at night if I'm up. Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go. Like to know the audience on a personal level. Hope I didn't want to be intrusive on what you watch. No, it's just for my own personal satisfaction, I guess. Your show and Deluded are my most favorites. Actually interacts with the chat, and it's a convo, and it's much more natural, like we're at the pub. Yeah, because we don't always agree, do we? But we'll get there eventually. Yeah, man, just don't. And I'm telling you, like I told you the other day, I secretly think you like this chick. Wearing glasses and belts at the start of the show. Big up my bro views, man. I'm sure everyone in here is sub to Bruce. She's got a boyfriend and telling me she's thinking about breaking up with him. Red flag. Focus on it, man. Build. Because you know the resources that you're building, they're taught to extract them. You know, women are hypergamous by nature. It's not a diss. It's how they are, which is cool. I do one United channel. I'm like, oh, okay, not Saeed, yeah, not the boss. That is Saeed. Big up, man. Just Film said we got no creativity. It looked like a fish out of water. And the final third, yeah. And that's I've been hell bent, and I hate being wrong and strong, but I haven't been wrong. So I'm gonna be strong on the issue. I'm saying that he can't coach an attack. Eze shows his brilliance. He showed it at Palace. He showed it for England. He showed it when he's allowed to play. How many North London derbies have Odegaard played in? A lot more than Eze. How many hat tricks has he scored not near Neville? Right? Even when Marino goes to Spain, Mikel takes credit for. He plays differently. Every single attacker that comes to Arsenal either gets worse or maintains. Level out. None of them go on. We were expecting Bukayo Saka to be a 20-goal a season scorer by now. 100%. That's what a lot of people who rate Saka as a very good player are waiting on to put him in world-class category. Give me 20 goals. Give me 30 GA. He hasn't kicked on. He hasn't taken that next step. Partly is the tactics. Now with both hamstrings being iffy, brother, because it's Gyökeres. Penalty goals don't count now. Now penalty goals is how they rank goals now. It's mad. It's mad. Demon, bruv. Demon. Don't let her get that power over you. Not Saeed. It's Danny Knight. Is that the guy with the squeaky voice with the big old beard that appears on the terrace from time to time? Could be wrong. I think he's on Straight Facts with LB and Aaron again. Yeah. Nah, bro. I haven't seen it. I don't even get caught up in shit like that anymore. I just don't get entertained by that anymore. It's like gossip TV to me. And it's just when I'm not on here, I'm just with family, man, bro. Or I'm playing football before the ACL injury. But yeah, people, I wanted to touch on quickly what the possible lineup could be on Tuesday if Timber injury prevents him from playing. And if he's injured, please do not play him. Right? Let's not do the short-term gain thing because it's going to cause us some long-term pain. Please. Big up. Big up to Half Volley, man. Big up. Hope you're good, my G. Yeah. I see Diddy there, I don't even want to be associated with anything that he is on right now. Predict for the Villa game. Now, it's tricky because in the beginning of the season, I was going on panels and I'm saying, yo, brother, this negative fan, quote unquote negative, I've still yet to predict the Arsenal loss. I predicted us to win at Anfield. I predicted us to be City at home. I predicted us to be Sunderland away. I predicted wins in all these. But then an hour before the game, the lineup comes out and I'm like, what's he doing? I'm changing my wins to draws. Now, we could be revert back into the situation where I can make a prediction now. And then when the lineup comes out, I have to say something completely different, right? Because with Timber being injured, who plays right back? I don't want to see Declan Rice there. because he's going to be we're going to open up the lineup one of these days. And the same way we were shocked that there was no Timber in the squad, not even in the squad, on the bench, no injury, nothing. We're going to open up the lineup one of these days, and it's going to be a big fucking red cross against next to number 41. Then, if anyone thinks we can win this Premier League without Gabriel, without Declan Rice, is mad. Because when Gabriel got injured, I'm saying, like, brother, if he's out for an extended period of time, we cannot win this Premier League without him. He is the captain of our defense. He's on the set pieces. At the end of the set pieces, that Declan Rice, our most important player, plays. I don't want to see him at right back. When the manager has killed everyone that we played right back, Timber, Benjamin White, Mosquera, all injured now, all the people that played right back this year. Don't want to see Declan there. Too much PTSD there. So either you go to a back three, Mr. Something, brother, whatever you do. Saliba has played some right back time. He has. You move Saliba out there, you play Norgard and Gabriel, let Norgard take a step back, and you play Skelly or Hincapié at left back, because now Calafiore, he is injured. And then you play Declan Rice in the midfield. Declan Rice, and he's going to play Declan Rice and Zubimendi. He is. Eze is not starting that game. I don't believe there's a world where Eze should be a backup for Odegaard. Only in Arteta's world is this a thing. But honestly, Redemption, I don't think we beat Villa. I've predicted wins for every Premier League game up until this one. The only draw that I predicted this season was 2-2 Bayern Munich, and I was wrong. Happy to be wrong, because we blitzed them that game. But I think we draw that game 2-2. That's my prediction. That's my gut feeling. I would be lying right now if I say I see us winning that game, and I don't want to lie to the audience. I'm sorry. Okay. Gotcha. You should know if the players are injured. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Timber's not fit, just going to cause more harm. 100%. Short-term pain. Short-term gain. Long-term pain. Big up to James Bond. Manners and respect, my general. You stay up on the ground. You're good, yeah? What you telling me? Hope you're good, man, G. It's fucking insane. Arteta is still here. Overplays players, overtrains them, never rotates, and players are leading to more longer and serious injuries. What? So here's the thing, right? The 1 more year merchants, I had a go at them on last stream or 2 streams ago. I had a go at them. I'm like, yo, you can't complain about anything Arteta did this season because you wanted 1 more year of this. You wanted this, so you can't complain about it. Right? You ordered a rare steak. Don't complain about it being bloody. You ordered this shit. Now, we have the biggest squad in Europe, merchants. We'll have a go at them now, because it doesn't matter how big the squad is if you're only playing the same players. He plays the same players. Madueke could have been useful to us yesterday. Saka's legs was dead for that clear-cut chance he got in the last and let the Brighton player catch him up. Dead legs. Dead legs, and Saka cost us against Sunderland on the way. Never seen Granit Xhaka chase anyone down. Saka was so dead out there, Xhaka chased him down and got the ball from him. We're not playing well right now. We're not playing good football. We're barely surviving. Arteta is the control freak that tries to control games only to end up losing control. That's what happens. No cap. That's literally what happens, right? We score a goal, then we miss a bunch of comfortable chances. Or we miss a bunch of comfortable chances, then we score a goal. Then we concede and defend for our lives. And it's a cycle. And then someone picks up an injury. It's just a cycle. It's finished. Well, I think Timber is still here, though. I think Timber stopped form. Kick off at 9 minutes. Yeah, I got it in the background. Won't be a hate along, watch along. Yeah. But at kickoff, Geordie's go to 14th, where I have beef with some Newcastle fans who were talking hella shit beginning of the season. And in 9 minutes, they'll be 14th in the table. As of right now, it looks bad for you guys, except next game week it seemed to be having good FPL, then bad, good, etc. And then this week was a bad one, and I think Watkins and Rodgers for the next game week. Yeah, I think Watkins has earned a start. I only predicted a loss against Emery because he's a better manager, and not my manager our fans mock because of his accent. Now look at him. Even his English has gotten better. I saw him yesterday. He's very deliberate with his words in his interview. And they tried to draw him out. And he was like, no, we have 20 games left. But in his head, he thinks he can. My draw is also a 1-1 or 2-2. I don't think, and I'm hoping we're all wrong. 3-2 Villa, Rodgers brace, right? Watkins goal. It seems like they need to score first for us to wake up. But best believe if we score first, he's going to lock up shop. You see how quickly he brought on Gabriel. We know Gabriel is not match fit, match sharp, because if he would have started. But as soon as he felt like the game was getting away from us, instead of taking the game to Brighton, who don't do the low block thing, Brighton doesn't do the low block thing. That's why we had all that space in the first half. Instead of taking the game to him, he started to sound like Anfield the Red when he was in a rut. I got a draw or a Villa win. We don't respect our striker. We don't play attacking football to trouble and reset up. Now, Social, do you think he starts Gyökeres on Tuesday? I don't think he does. I do not think Gyökeres starts on Tuesday, 100%. I think Matty said it. Southern Gunner, big him up. In Arteta's head, Gyökeres is our fourth choice striker. I legit, on Tuesday when the lineup comes out, I expect to see either Merino or Gabby Jesus lead the line for us. I don't think Gyökeres starts. I'm sorry. I really feel that way. The day I stopped being Arteta in is when he didn't play Eze in the 10 against Liverpool. And Brother. Yeah, we know you're joking, man. Emery was going to get us relegated. They said that. Quaja with the admin note, Matty Catch, Kamara suspended for the match. BBK, man, life as an Arsenal fan is tough. Like, with these hosts is tough. No one said it was supposed to be easy, my guy. Still learning on the job. That's why I really can't call him a coach rather than a manager. Yeah. Imagine getting your apprenticeship at Arsenal Football Club and get paid the way you do. Oh my days, man. Supporting Arsenal for years, he has made me able to deal with these hosts. And we're a resilient bunch, Tell your daughters, tell your sisters, hey, you're an Arsenal fan. They are loyal and will stay with you through thick and thin. Manager handles Alba and Ozil behavior off the pitch, especially because they have done well for us on the pitch. And that's the thing. You have to find the right balance between distraction and productivity. Right? Phil Jackson, legendary NBA coach, only put up with Dennis Rodman's fuckery off the pitch because they knew it was time for him to produce on the court. He was going to produce. Yeah. And they got 3 NBA titles out of it. Fabregas literally talked about if you take off a midfielder. Yeah, Fergie talked about this too. Fergie talked about that shit. Alex Ferguson. I mean, does he know a thing about winning at the league title? I think he does. Yeah, he don't just say things to say things. You just apply pressure, and they'll equalize or win the game. He plays scared football. Scared football will not win you a Premier League title. I promise you. I can't see Arsenal winning any of the next Premier League matches. We've reverted to 14 draws, 2 losses. Yeah. Bournemouth will be tough, but I think we'll beat them. But we must beat Villa. Even though I'm predicting a 2-2 draw, they better win that fucking game. Why is Nwaneri treated? We can't put Ethan on the pitch because he doesn't trust them. And we're not killing off games. If we were beating teams 3-4-0 in the 68th minute, Ethan would come on. But you all heard me say the conditions have to be set for Ethan to play. We have to be at home, and Odegaard has to get injured. And against Forest and against Leeds, those were the conditions. They were met, and he didn't play in the league. As far as the Cups, he won't play. If we play false 9, we don't win the game. False 9 does not work against mid-block teams. They play 5 midfielders in the middle who can cover space. We need a player to drop deep. It didn't work at Villa, and it damn sure won't work. If it comes to a tactical battle, a tactical adjustment, especially in the second half of games, I think Unai Emery will get the best of Arteta. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, I don't want any of our ex players at the moment. Now, if Fabregas does well at Como and then he manages Napoli, Juventus, AC, I mean Inter or Milan or one of the Italian clubs for 2, 3 years, wins the league title, then he's a proven manager. Then I'll take him. But no more apprenticeships. Gyökeres is holding bench every game once Havertz gets back. I think he's holding bench on Tuesday redemption. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think he starts that game. I don't. Even our own fans throw Gyökeres under the bus. Never played in the league. He's a proven goal scorer just because he hasn't hit the ground running like others. Oh, you got him in your FPL, don't you? Any team with jizz in their pants or Neri never plays him. Never. Yep. This is how he was able to trick most of the fans into believing our banter era was over, man. Everyone is happy holding hands and singing North London forever. I'd rather have Ethan than Mbuemo. Is that because you don't have to go AFCON? Or is it down to quality? It's a win either way. Who win the league or he's sacked. I got my gentleman's jack ready and loading, my G. He plays right attacking mid now. Okay. I thought he wants to turn 1 year into another Odegaard. No, he wants to turn Ethan into Emil Smith Rowe. That's why DJB calls him Ethan Smith Rowe. I'm sorry, you can't score 100 goals in 2 seasons. He's beyond an outlier on any metric. Can't hear and start struggling. Something ain't right. Now, obviously, we expected a dip with the Premier League tax and the new league and all that, right? But if scoring 100 goals in 2 seasons in the Portuguese league was so easy, more people would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and the next closest guy to him was scoring like 20-something goals. They weren't scoring 40. United, dude. The irony is when Gyökeres came off yesterday and Brighton came at us, then our midfield started passing the ball to Jesus and Martinelli. And I texted one of those guys who always adds me whenever Gyökeres misses a chance or a half chance. He at me in the second minute of the game. I'm like, bro, you see that pass that Saka played to Martinelli? I want some of those balls played to Gyökeres. The one that Martinelli kicked out of the goddamn stadium. It's not Arteta ball, it's the TJ. Remember, Waha. Remember, we know. Imagine Arteta gets another contract. I know this fan base would defend it. They would. They absolutely would. They would lap that shit up and talk about what he has done for us. I'm done watching football if he gets one more yet with a triple or a quad. Man, big up to Aguna Matata. But yeah, man. But yes, people, that's my therapy for the day. It is 11:30. It's time to go get these kids up, get them ready for breakfast or brunch, and do some fun at the resort. I appreciate every one of you who logged in to get some therapy in. I'm doing the best that I can, people, to keep the channel alive until I get back to the West Coast, back in the domain to give you some better content. But until then, we just have to make it do what it does. A little bit of razzle dazzle on the road, Big up, man. Yeah, let's keep working out, man. Watching us play feels like we're cheating football. We play percentages, set pieces, no artistry. It's like analytics, isn't it? Like modern day analytics. It's mad, but I completely agree with you, man. Yeah, big up to Hendo, man. Big up to every one of you. And and in spite of what Just Film says, go ahead, do hit the like if you haven't already. It helped the algorithm find him, and will help the algorithm find others as we continue the conversations. Because I am glad the algorithm found all of you. So love, like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.